What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about a secret update to Black Ops 2 in the year 2024. Yes, you heard that right, as well as brand new information about Xbox Game Pass support, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new coverage going up over on dkdynamite.com for those out there that want additional content in regards to multiplayer, Warzone, and even zombies, and especially the upcoming Call of Duty from Treyarch. Plus, there's plenty of tweets every single hour on Detonate's Twitter. Now, as a reminder, there will definitely be a lot more information about the new Black Ops game dropping this fall. Those updates should be dropping in the next few weeks or a few months. I'm expecting some earlier marketing than usual for the new title, especially considering the rumor, as we talked about, I think a good week ago, that the new Black Ops game is set to launch this October. We haven't seen that many Call of Duty titles released in October, but the ones that did end up getting marketed earlier than some of the more recent titles we've seen for the COD franchise. So be on the lookout for that. But I do want to see something. Go ahead and choose one side and let me know in the comments what you decided on. We have on one side Blackout, Black Ops, and Zombies, whereas the other side is Warzone, Modern Warfare, and DMZ. I just want to see something, but leave your best bets down below in the comments, respectfully as well, because of course people out there do have different opinions when it comes to Call of Duty. Now I want to start with this first report, which does state that Phil Spencer does intend for all Xbox games, especially first-party titles, which now includes Call of Duty, to be available on Xbox Game Pass day one. Now, I did talk about this briefly in a previous video where I mentioned that I found it a bit unlikely, or I do find it a bit unlikely, I should say, that Black Ops 2024 will launch day one on Game Pass, especially considering we haven't seen a Call of Duty integration with Game Pass just yet, and we haven't exactly gotten confirmation as to what the new business model looks like for the Call of Duty series, which I do think we're going to hear more about at some point this summer, because why would Microsoft want to lose out on billions of dollars in sales? Even though PlayStation is the dominant platform, why would they want to miss out on a bunch of sales, full price sales, I should say, for Xbox and PC, unless there is a deal somewhere where they're like, yeah, you could play the new COD day one, but if you want to get benefits like early access to the beta, campaign early access, zombies early access, or other benefits like cosmetic packs and other bonuses, then you're going to have to go ahead and pay an additional fee on top of your Game Pass subscription. They'll probably end up doing it that way, but until then, I still think we need more information and more context as to how Call of Duty on Game Pass is going to work. For older titles, obviously, they'll just go ahead and incorporate them onto your Game Pass library. You could just play those games that way. But Phil Spencer did follow up with a bit of an update, and it's still kind of vague, but a little update on that topic is that they are still working through updates for back catalogs of Call of Duty games so that we can have those on Game Pass, but didn't specify anything about newer Call of Duty titles. Obviously, we have an Activision title like Diablo 4, which is making its way to Game Pass beginning on March 28th. So I do think once we get an official title announcement or even a gameplay trailer for the new Black Ops game, right around that time is when we'll end up getting some additional details on how Game Pass will be incorporated with the new Call of Duty. And guess what? Coincidentally, Modern Warfare 3, the current title, is the final Call of Duty that we know of so far that don't have any type of PlayStation exclusivity or benefits, right? Beginning with Black Ops 2024, Microsoft now has a 10-year deal between Xbox and Call of Duty to where every single title moving forward, including DLC, will launch day one on every single platform with no type of PS combat packs or game modes locked behind a year of a certain console's exclusivity. We're no longer going to see any of that for the COD series for, again, at least 10 years, especially while Microsoft is in charge. Now, before we continue, I just wanted to remind you about MitchCactus.com, where you can get assistance grinding camos, nukes, or schematics in MW3. These guys do not use unlock tools or any bannable methods and will actually help you play the game. Mitch Cactus is also supported by Trustpilot with over 10,000 verified reviews. You can use code Dynamite for a limited time to save 5% off your order. I do think an integration for Call of Duty on Xbox Game Pass is inevitable. I think we're all just waiting for the official confirmation from Microsoft or Activision to let us know how that's going to work. But I do think they're already paving the way for something like that, which is definitely going to happen this year. And they've started with a game like Black Ops 2, an iconic title they released in 2012. That is over 12 years ago. I cannot believe how old I am now just thinking back to when Black Ops 2 came out. But in case you guys weren't aware, the COD TV section of the main menu was actually fairly broken and has been for quite some time, where preview images were replaced by things that were a bit inappropriate or things that just weren't working correctly. The community tab just also didn't function as intended, and the theater mode for Black Ops 2, which still does work to this day, was plagued with a bunch of infected files, which if you went ahead and watched those would give you mod menus, allowing you to use cheats in actual public matches and private matches. They will let you unlock all trophies if you wanted to, and a bunch of other things that obviously weren't supposed to be in the game. Now, if you look at Black Ops 2 now, a stealth update just went out as of a couple of days ago. Thank you to everybody out there who reached out to me with this information, by the way. Looking at the community tab as of now, the most popular trending and edited film tabs are now working as intended. They have gone ahead and gotten rid of the infected files giving people mod menus, and now the proper components are there inside of Black Ops 2. So for those out there that want to actually watch trending clips or things that are actually done legitimately in Black Ops 2, you can go over to that tab and see everything as you're supposed to. Even the preview images for certain things in this COD TV menu and in other parts of theater mode now show correct images, nothing inappropriate and nothing hacked. Now, in case you guys weren't aware, the Emblem editor for Black Ops 2 had also been disabled for quite some time, and that's kind of understandable. I mean, people have taken things way too far with Emblem editor to the point where the entire feature got disabled, but I do believe there were some hacks, cheats, or mod menus tied to Emblem editor somehow, hence why it also got taken down. I think it was many months ago now. It's been a little while. That is now also returning to Black Ops 2, and what's really odd to see in the year 2024 is a new label on top of the barracks tab that takes you into Emblem editor, calling card previews. Everything says new, so it's as if it's 2012 again, and we're looking at brand new features for the first time inside of the 2012 Call of Duty title. So for those out there that missed out on features like Emblem editor or calling card or barracks in general, everything is now working as intended. There wasn't a download you had to actually go ahead and install on your console or PC to see this. These are, of course, stealth changes that were made by Treyarch and probably with oversight from Microsoft, of course. Real quickly, for those out there wondering about a potential return for Emblem editor or something like that in a future Call of Duty title, I just think it's highly unlikely, especially with all the changes around the world, with culture, with the gaming industry altogether. I don't see them ever incorporating an Emblem editor ever again. And I know that might upset you. Let me know respectfully how you feel about that down below in the comments. But like with most good things in the world, there's people out there that ruin everything. There's people out there that take things too far to the point where it ruins everything for just about everybody else. So that's just the way life is. And sadly, I don't think Activision or Microsoft will have any interest in bringing back a feature like that, especially in Black Ops 2024. But I made a video a couple of years ago. I think this was during the pandemic, at the height of it at least. We're talking maybe some point in 2020. There was another update that Black Ops 2 also got, which is similar to the one that we just saw a couple of days ago. And that update did actually remove, I think, bits of theater mode and definitely all of the infected files, allowing you to boot up mod menus. Now, when I made that video at the time, funny enough, I hadn't gone platinum in Black Ops 2 just yet. Before the release of Black Ops Cold War in November of 2020, I went out on a mission to go ahead and unlock the platinum trophy in every canon or Treyarch Call of Duty title. So we went to World at War, Black Ops 1, and I'll get back to BO2 in a second. We did BO3, BO4. We even went on Black Ops Declassified on the PS Vita, and we even went ahead and got platinum on Modern Warfare 2019, a game that is now canon to the Black Ops universe. So we did all that, but with Black Ops 2, there was a specific trophy called Big Leagues, requiring you to place in a division in League Play. Now, League Play is still playable in Black Ops 2, but you can no longer place in a division because there is no longer any esport support for a game like Black Ops 2, so it's an unobtainable trophy. So in that case, I don't really see an issue with going with those infected clips on theater mode and using them to unlock a trophy that you can no longer obtain. Everyone should be able to platinum whatever game that they want, and sadly there's games out there where I guess multiplayer services or components of that experience have been shut down, hence why people out there use things like this to then get a platinum trophy 5-10 years after a game was in its prime. So with that aside though, it was crazy to see in 2020 Treyarch also updated Black Ops 2 to, I guess, clean up parts of the game, but sadly shortly after they made this cleanup with the theater mode, the Emblem editor, and other infected parts of the game, a lot of those issues came right back. I think it was a couple of weeks or months after that update, people somehow found a way to incorporate a bunch of infected files back into Black Ops 2, essentially bringing us back to square one. But I know there were even server issues a couple of years ago where people out there couldn't play multiplayer or zombies. Those things got fixed rather quickly because it would be a literal scam if you couldn't play online. Anytime there's issues like that, they're going to fix that. But when it comes to theater mode or infected files, I think that'll constantly be something where they'll maybe touch it every now and again. They'll repair whatever the problem is, keep the game clean, and then within a few weeks, people out there find new methods to incorporate all their cheats and mods again. So what I'm thinking is going on here is they're probably going to go ahead and clean up Black Ops 2 one more time right before it gets integrated on Game Pass. Maybe they started now. Maybe cheats won't come back. Maybe mod menus won't return to theater mode. You could certainly hope so, and hopefully everybody out there that wanted Platinum already got it. But I do think there'll probably be a return of some type of cheating or mod menus inside of theater mode soon, and they'll clean it up maybe one more time just before a game as old as Black Ops 2 gets integrated on Xbox Game Pass. They just want to make sure that the game is at least in a somewhat clean state before they integrate it to the Game Pass library. Obviously, if you go into multiplayer zombies right now, you'll still find people cheating and finding ways to hack the game. But I think when it comes to those infected files on theater mode or whatever was broken about Emblem Editor, things like that will probably be fixed more often than not, or at least as often as Treyarch or Microsoft possibly can, once every couple of years if I had to guess. But the last thing I'll end with is that for those feeling nostalgic, for those that love the Black Ops 2 era of Call of Duty, luckily as of right now it's been rumored by the press that a Black Ops 2 sequel is set to release in 2025, which means we'll get back-to-back Black Ops games. It's unclear who's going to lead development on this 2025 Black Ops title. If it's Treyarch, hopefully it doesn't impact the post-launch for Black Ops 2024. But for those confused about a quote-unquote BO2 remaster, the rumor goes like this, right? Just like with Modern Warfare 3, the multiplayer content for Black Ops 2025 will reportedly feature a slew of a bunch of classic maps from an older COD title. So in that game's case, it'll apparently be a bunch of futuristic BO2 maps to fit the futuristic theme of this 2025 Black Ops game, but apparently not all the maps will be remastered day one. They'll apparently cut the list of maps in half and still release a bunch of original pieces of content alongside the remasters, then probably release the other maps that didn't get remastered throughout the post-launch of that game. But we're still very far away from whatever that title is. We still have Black Ops 2024 to actually look forward to, which is a game taking place in the 90s, early 2000s, so we won't be getting into the future for another year and a half. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. Got a big stream coming up later today for Modern Warfare 3. Got a brand new update, some event changes, new rewards, and I have a big video recapping Season 2 Reloaded coming out later tonight. But figured I'd give you guys this update on what's going on with Black Ops 2 in the year 2024. Over 12 years after release, we got an update that still fixes parts of the game that I'm sure will get broken again soon, but they're definitely prepping for an Xbox Game Pass integration. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.